Week 3 felt like stepping into the deep with Mack. This was the week where all his big feelings showed up in full force, especially outside. Reactive dogs don't need much to tip over. A squirrel clipping across the sidewalk, a dog passing at a distance, even a plastic bag in the wind. Mack reacted to all of it, sometimes with a bark that felt like it cracked the air in half. But this week wasn't about suppressing these reactions. It was about teaching him how to walk through the world without his nervous system exploding every 3 minutes. We started with the basics, loose leash walking. I realized early that Mack had no idea the leash was supposed to be a conversation, not a tug of war. On our first walk of the week, he shot forward like he would be lunged. I stopped. He hit the end of the leash, turned back, confused. The moment the leash loosened, I moved forward again. Stop, loose leash, walk. Stop, loose leash, walk. It felt repetitive, almost tedious, but then something clicked. On the third day, he paused before hitting the end, looked back at me, and slowed. That tiny micro moment, him actually thinking, felt like winning a medal. Direction changes saved us more than once. Instead of fighting the pulling, I become unpredictable on purpose. Left turn, right turn, full circle, figure 8. At first, he looked baffled, as it would suddenly forgotten the concept of walking in a straight line. But when he began adjusting to my movements instead of dragging ahead, the walk transformed. He started watching my hips, checking in, paying attention to the rhythm of the movement. And those brief stretches where he matched my pace, we felt like a team. The auto-sit training added another layer of connection. Every time I stopped, I waited. No nudging, no repeating, just stillness. By midweek, Mack began slipping into a sit on his own the moment my feet stopped moving. Sometimes cracked, sometimes sloppy, but always trying. The hardest part for me was keeping my energy interesting enough for Mack. The human skill of the week forced me to step up my presence. I used a lighter tone, quicker pace, more movement. I became the fun part of the walk, not the person holding him back. It felt strange to use my voice more intentionally, but the changes was dramatic. When I put effort into staying engaged, Mack's attention stayed with me instead of scattering into the world around him. By the end of week 3, our walks were still imperfect. There were still lunges, the spikes of reactivity, still movements where I felt that the tension creep in. But the difference was enormous. We weren't fighting each other anymore. We were learning to move together. And for the first time, I felt something settle inside both of us, a sense that it wasn't just training. That was the beginning of partnership. Onward to week 4.